Welcome back to Living Local. Whether it's home sales or homes on the market or even interest rates, there are several factors involved that affect the housing market. And here with us today is Dave the Chef Sheffield from the Robinson Group. He's going to tell us what's happening right now with the real estate market in this segment sponsored by the Robinson Group. Dave, thanks so much for coming in today.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm delighted to be here.
Okay, so what are interest rates looking like right now?
Well, right now, as of this morning, a 30-year fixed was at 7.08, 15-year was right around 6.3, but of course that does change throughout the day, so we often recommend that people check with their local lender whenever they're looking at locking something in.
Okay, so do you expect interest rates maybe to come down anytime soon? Because, I mean, they've been high for a while.
Well, they've been high for a while. However, in the short term, people just don't realize that this is kind of an average interest rate over the last 20 years.
Okay.
And if they're considering a first-time home buy, if you're renting, that's kind of like paying 100% interest, isn't it?
Right, right. Okay, so typically home sales fall during this time of the year. Are there any benefits to moving in the fall?
Huge benefits for moving in the fall.
Really?
Yeah, we're seeing a couple of really interesting dynamics here right now, and that is, number one, some of the people that just got afraid of the home buying frenzy when rates were 2-point-nothing and there were homes going for 50 grand over asking and all that, they're starting to come out of the woodwork and are actually able to find homes, albeit with a slightly higher interest rate, but getting them for a much more competitive price, getting them with inspections and other things that their real estate agents can get them in for. The other benefit of moving during the fall is typically you're going to be looking at lower moving expenses because your average, 80% of moves happen between April and September.
Okay, so might save some money there.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so whether folks are just settling into a new home or maybe getting their home ready to sell, are there any things that should be done to your house during the fall, during the season?
Well, of course. Anytime someone is looking at listing their home or thinking of selling their home, we often talk about depersonalizing. We talk about decluttering because nobody likes to trip over things, and they don't want to think about your kids on the wall. They're thinking of their potential kids potentially.
Yeah.
However, during the fall, we often recommend that people will take some time, run some caulk around your windows, seal up those drafty things that might be happening, get your furnace checked up, tuned up. And then also, a neat thing that some people don't think about is have some photos available of what your home does look like during the spring and summer. So even if it's in a photo, if no leaves are on the trees, which they won't be, you can refer back and the people can get a great visual. Yeah,
see what what flowers are there, all that kind of thing. Because you don't think of that, during the fall and the winter, and getting rid of those leaves because you don't even know what the yard might look like. Right?
Exactly.
So a lot of things to consider there. So how long is it taking to close on a house right now?
Anywhere, typically from 30 to 45 days. So that time frame has stayed fairly consistent.
Okay. The holidays, they're right around the corner. Do you still have, there's still time for people, to get into a new home before the holidays?
Absolutely there is.
Okay.
Like I said, 30 to 45 days. Right now we're recording this in October, so you can get into your new house before the holidays, and unless your holiday's Halloween, then probably not. But nonetheless, get out there, connect with your real estate professional, with your real estate agent, start looking. If you've been out of the market for a little while, maybe pick back up or certainly reach out to your favorite real estate agent and see what's out there because there is a lot of inventory coming on the market.
Yeah. I'm noticing a lot more signs popping up in the front yards, house for sale. So
yeah, 6 months ago, something would come up and there would be a line of people, and within 3 hours, you would wind up with 23 offers or something.
Yeah. Are we still seeing like bidding wars?
Not as much.
Okay.
Not as much. And I think in a normalization of this market, we're starting to see people that are being able to pick up homes without getting caught up in almost a gambling-like mentality.
Yeah.
And I think they're feeling a lot better about the purchase of their home for a very fair price.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, Dave, thank you so much for taking the time to come in and talk to us today.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right, again, this segment was sponsored by the Robinson Group, and for more information, you can check out trgmove.com, and we'll also have all those details posted on ourquadcities.com.